What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. One of the most common things that I get asked is how to carry games. Everyone wants to find the best way that they can to carry, and rightfully so, because the ranking system is designed in a way where if you want to climb up in ranks, you have to carry your games. At least on paper you do. There's loads of ways that you can carry games, but nobody really talks about why it's just so hard to carry in League of Legends. Let's get started. This is a topic that is super interesting to me because if we take a look at a game like CSGO, the potential for a good player to carry a team of people that they are better than is actually really high. Even at the professional level in tournaments, there's loads of cases where a player is able to win out in a 1v5 or 1v4 against some of the best teams in the entire world, but League doesn't have that at all. The potential for you to 1v5 hard carry just isn't there, especially if you're playing a champion that isn't building damage, which is going to be like half of the champions in the game. So why is it so much harder to carry in League compared to CSGO, and just in general? Now, I don't really remember who I got this idea from. Maybe it was, I think, Thorin or Chowster or maybe Monty, but the idea is that in League of Legends, decision-making plays such a huge role in the game that when you're put in a situation where your opponent outplayed you in terms of their decision-making, there is literally nothing you can do. There is no miracle switch, no god play, nothing you can do that would get you out of that situation once you make that poor decision. In CSGO, you could always just nail 5 headshots or make some crazy god level play to win completely by yourself, but in League that is just not possible. Say you're playing top lane and die to a gank. The idea is that by the time the jungler crossed the Baron pit, you were probably already dead, even though you don't actually die for about 15 seconds after that happens. But it's because there was nothing you could do. The only way to not get outplayed by the jungler in that situation is to stop the situation from happening in the first place by not overextending. Since you almost never have the ability to solo kill enemies like you would in CSGO, where you can just kill them instantly, decision making is going to trump mechanical skill just about every time, and overall is a lot more impactful in League. So carrying becomes a lot harder because you don't have the mechanical options to outplay the entire enemy team. Sure, you could maybe outplay individuals, but you aren't really going to be able to outplay an entire team since grouping, buying wards, and building defensively can all counter a solo carry quite easily. And if you want to outplay the enemy team as a whole, you are absolutely going to have to work with your teammates on a much higher level since you rely on them so heavily. And from there we can just say that since you are only one person, it's hard for you to do enough to solo carry a game with 4 other players, since you have to find ways to translate individual advantages to the game on the team level for you to be able to win. And the point is that even if you are the best player in the game by a very large margin, even if you go like 5-0, 6-0, even like 8-0 or better in lane, which is a feat in itself, it never means that you win the game automatically. And so it's important to translate your individual lead into a lead for the entire team through objective play and helping your struggling allies come back into the game.